In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this oh so good Moroccan chicken. Let's rock it out. I am starting off here with some very lovely chicken thighs, and these are like pretty good size one, nice and healthy, and I have sprinkled one side of them with salt and pepper, and my pan here has like 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which is nice and hot. So I have all of my chicken thighs in there, and I'm just putting some kosher salt and pepper on the other side of them so that they're tasty on both sides, and I am going to let them cook until I have some nice and beautiful browning going on, which you can see here. Meanwhile, I am going to go to my cutting board and chop up my veggies. So here I have 5 baby eggplants, which are super yummy, and I'm also chopping 1 onion and 3 fresh tomatoes, and I've already chopped up my eggplant, but I'm going to go ahead and just slice up my onion, and I'm just slicing it, I'm not dicing. And I have here 8 garlic cloves with a tablespoon of paprika, 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1.5 teaspoons of turmeric, and don't worry, I am going to have the list at the end. I also have a teaspoon of coriander seeds, a teaspoon of fennel seeds, and I'm going to grind about 1 teaspoon of fresh black pepper into here, and then 1.5 teaspoons of ground cumin and 2 teaspoons of fresh ginger, which I have shredded. I'm going to take my little, pestle thing, my mortar. This is a mortar and pestle, and I am going to beat on it basically until it turns into kind of like a paste here, and I'm going to set this over to the side just for a moment. Meanwhile, I'm adding my onions into my pot, and I'm going to spread them around a little bit, and then I'm going to add that delicious spice mixture that I just now made right on top. And don't worry about this being all spread around. You can kind of spread it a little, but it's not going to make a huge difference here in a minute. So I'm also adding in my baby eggplants and my tomatoes, and a little note here that I tried to get most of the seeds out. I wasn't crazy about it, but I got most of them out of there, and it's just the beautiful little tomatoes going in without their seeds. And I'm going to spread this around just a little bit, and I'm using the professional technique of picking up the chicken and spreading it around with my tongs. No, that's not a real technique, guys. Anyway, that's how I'm stirring mine up, and I'm going to put a lid onto this, and I'm just going to let it continue cooking. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Let it continue cooking for maybe like 20 minutes-ish, and just trying to get my chicken done. So here it is, all lovely and delicious, and now I am adding in a teaspoon of lemon zest and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And again, I am just going to employ that super awesome technique of picking up a chicken thigh and stirring the rest of my stew with it, and kind of turn everybody over, because you want the flavor to kind of mesh and get all over the chicken and get all of that yumminess in there. Now I am ready to make my lovely side dish, which is going to be some couscous. So I have that going right here, and after that's done, and after my chicken finishes cooking, I am just about ready to serve this, but I do have 2 more things to add in. So I am going to add in 1 tablespoon of dried marjoram, and I'm also going to add in 1/2 cup of almond slivers, and again, just give that a nice little stir around and put the lid on. Don't worry, because that is going to blend in by the time your couscous is done cooking, and just put the lid on it to keep it warm. And this is all finished, everyone. Enjoy your delicious dinner.
BestBitesForever.com